Welcome back. We're looking at compound inequalities containing OR. I know you're excited about this. It is two inequalities considered together. It is true if at least one of the inequalities is true. If you remember before, they both had to be true. This time it's just one. And the graph is a union of the two inequalities. And if you think about a union, you can compare it to the 50 states. They come together to form the union of the United States. These are ways you can see a compound inequality with OR. You'll either see the word OR, usually you see the word OR right here, but they can take either one of these forms. To solve and graph the union, here we have x is greater than 2 or x is less than or equal to -1. If we graph x is greater than 2, we have the circle and it goes this direction. X is less than or equal to -1, and this time it is a dot and it goes the other way. Another way to think about this is kind of like oars in a boat. You know how the oars of the boat stick out on both sides of the boat. Many times, not every time, but many times the graph of a OR inequality will go in opposite directions and stick out like oars in a boat. Solve and graph a union. This time we're going to have to do some solving. We're going to have to undo some operations to solve for t. Here we have t is greater than or equal to 1. We're going to add 9 to both sides here, and t is less than -1. If we graph this, t is greater than or equal to 1, it goes this way, and t is less than -1, it goes that way. So here's the union of the graph. And once again, they're kind of sticking out like oars in a boat. But that is not always true about oars in a boat, and this is what you got to watch for in this type of inequality. Sometimes they don't do that. If we have this problem, -2m plus 7 is less than or equal to 13, or 5m plus 12 is greater than 37. We undo the operations, and this is what we've been doing earlier, and we end up with m is greater than or equal to -3. You see it's going this direction. It will be the dot on the 3, the solid dot, and then it goes this direction. We solve this one out, and we get m is greater than 5. Once again, it's going in the same direction. This is the reason it's not always true. So the graph of m is greater than or equal to -3 contains every point of this graph. So therefore, the union of the graph is just m is greater than or equal to -3, and that is the way it would graph. This is the same graph from here to here. And that is the time when you have to watch about the OR inequalities. Now it's your turn. Solve and graph the union of these OR inequalities. If you will do that, turn it in, you can get some extra points on your point sheet. And make sure you do them right. And until next time, see you.